Is it witch hunting? Is it mob attack? Is it we just don't like this man? Because the situation with Chelsea and Abramovich is getting uglier every minute.
Yeah.
He had to put off his club that was quite special to him. We all know how Chelsea has been. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I like the fact that the man has nurtured something. He has taught everybody in business life lessons. His reaction to things is no-nonsense management. The way his players play for the club, play for the badge, and play for him, the relationship he has. It looks as if they are now looking at, okay, this guy, we don't like you. Some of the things are making sense. Some of the stuff, but how about we maintain the manager across board?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
first of all, start with those things that we are hearing a lot. I mean, you tell us, what are those things that Chelsea
I
won't be able to
mean,
do right?
the sale can't happen anymore. So Abramovich can't sell the club anymore because there's a sanction now imposed, and all his UK assets have been frozen, obviously including Chelsea. So now Chelsea can still operate under a special license, but sale is now banned. No player transfers or new contracts allowed. Sorry, Christensen. No merchandise sales allowed. Club shop has been closed. Club will not be allowed to sell any more match day tickets. Only season ticket holders can go to the games. No away fans for the foreseeable future. I think
Some of these things are not even. They're not even.
No, I think it is absolutely ridiculous. I think clowns, basically, the UK government, clowns, basically. If we get down into what it means, Chelsea Football Club in England, what it means. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. If we go to the Chelsea loan system alone, there's a lot of United Kingdom, there's a lot of English families who are eating because of the Chelsea loan system. And it doesn't happen at every club.
Yeah.
If you look across Europe, Premier League included, there are a lot of Chelsea players who are playing there, earning good money, obviously goes to the government, part of that money, and then their families, good, sorted out. So when you now go and say all of these things, frozen, no new player sales, you are actually hurting your people more than you're hurting Roman Abramovich. So, and it's the thing about people wanting to, people care about perception in the media much more than the actual impact they are making. Because this thing doesn't really affect Abramovich. Himself and his family are going to be good.
The dude wants to sell Chelsea and give the donations to Ukraine.
You do understand?
It's
the
charity.
guy said, no, none of this buy is coming to me. Even though we know that I'll be the first, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit that maybe can be
But it's
a
his
back
money.
door. But
It
it's
is
his
his
money,
money.
right? But my point actually, and to go there again is the biggest hypocrites in the world. They're the Western elites. The biggest hypocrites in the world.
I can't agree any less, really.
Because
I can't agree any less.
there's an American guy that was, convicted. Child pornography, rape, all sorts. And this guy is friends with the biggest guys in the US and the UK. The US government and the UK government, right? Friends with one of the prince something or duke of something that another lady is suing for molesting when she was an underage, right? And this particular guy has been convicted, found guilty, jail already. Nobody has sanctioned all of the people that he has been friends with Donald Trump, friends with some of the biggest people in the UK government structure. Nobody has sanctioned them. But you're sanctioning Roman Abramovich just because he's Russian.
And not because he committed any crime, not because there's
If you bring proofs that he's a criminal, then we know that. But this is just based off the fact that he's Russian.
That's what he's looking like.
Well, it's you know, when you're talking about wars, we have a collateral damage.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a sad one that in Ukraine, the collateral damage, the structure, the infrastructure there, and humans, dying. And the only way that the West can actually, have their own pound of flesh on Putin is by shutting down any business being owned by Russian anywhere in the world apart from Russia and maybe China and India or North Korea. So, and that is the only way they can do it. I mean, Gazprom, one of the biggest energy company in the world, a sponsor to UEFA itself. UEFA canceled their deals, with them. Even Shako had to take them away from the jerseys. Usman, one of the former majority shareholders, that's now at Everton. he has a deal with Everton. I mean, their female football, the little money where they enter the female football for Everton, the deal was cancelled.
Yeah.
Same thing with Formula One, and so it's just like it's a collateral
it's a ripple
damage.
effect.
It's a ripple effect. So
yeah.
and that is what is happening to Roman
I
Abramovich.
learned this at a very young age, way back, in times of war. And it's a very sensitive conversation. You said it at the beginning. We are very aware of what's happening in Ukraine.
Yeah.
But the truth actually is, a lot of times, most of us who speak about these things on social media do not have the facts, the range, to really talk about these
to hold
things.
the
Because
conversations.
I learned it at a very young age. In times of war, the first casualty is the truth. The very first casualty is the truth. What a lot of people don't understand is the bigger part of the war, and I'm sorry because there are lives being lost. The bigger part of the war is the war in the media. Because when there's war,
Things are being
we
weaved.
all know how powerful the media is.
Yes.
When
Things are
there's a
being
war,
weaved.
both sides are using the media
To
to
attack
further
each
their.
other, yeah.
Do you understand? So that's why when things like this happen, you have to be very careful to not, in the cause of, I want to fight against the aggressor or the oppressor, not become the aggressor and the
Aggressor.
oppressor itself.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And that
Indeed.
is what the
Before you
elite,
people turn Hindsight Podcast to international affairs on war. Yeah, but that's it. That just tells you that it's not only football here. It's life matters as well. And then we can hold our own in every other conversations, especially when we are very fed and overfed, like some people. So shout out to
Catch
Wale's
yourself,
wife.
bro.
Yeah, because the wife is always, feeding and overfeeding him.
All right, guys. I'm a man that needs no introduction on this show. It remains the Hindsight Podcast. When it comes to talking sport, when it comes to talking football all around the world, you get the best information from this particular podcast. You can always join us online, on YouTube, on IG, anywhere online. You can always join. Even on Clubhouse, we're there for you to dish you the best information when it comes to sports all around the world. Stay tuned always.